Hey, also, I just wanted to jump in, make a little quick video talking about Spider-Man and all the cool, neat things that we're going to do when we go to New York City with Peter Parker and everybody else. But instead, we are going to talk about the newest news on Arena. So, I'm sure everybody's kind of heard already. Basically, Spider-Man is not going to be coming to Magic Arena. This is already one of those cracks in the shell of the universe beyond, but really like universe in, but not really universe in, but like a weird blend of non-magic stuff in the Magic universe. This creates so many additional complications, right? And there's a simple fix, and they've kind of done it before, or so it seems. What I'm talking about is basically they can reprint the cards under different artwork, so that way the licensing fee that they couldn't get in order to actually put it on Magic Arena, at least that seems to be the presumed issue here, is no longer a thing. Right, we've seen it with a couple Doctor Who cards, we've seen it with various other cards, so that way you're not actually missing certain mechanics, right? Great, so we have a fix for it. Not so fast though, because what about cards that are like the Amazing Spider-Man, something like that? Yeah, that's going to cause an issue, because you can't just... It's not like the Godzilla cards, where the Godzilla cards were based off of an actual in-universe card. It just had the Godzilla artwork on it, right? This is completely different. You have a card that is specific, that is, what, the Amazing Spider-Man, I think it's called. And in order to change that card and make it playable within the set, you need to change it into the eight-legged freak that's really cool and everybody likes. Your friendly neighborhood paper boy that also has a special set of talents. Like, I don't know. Like, and that is part of the issue that they're running into. So, looking at everything that they have created and that they have promised, looking at Final Fantasy, which will be on Arena, and looking at Avatar: The Last Airbender, which they also announced will also be on Arena, you have this weird void of Spider-Man that is just a little too rich for Magic and Wizards and Hasbro's blood. Understand, but now you've created this situation where maybe some Spider-Man fans were excited to have a 4 of Spider-Man on Arena that they could play with. And I get it. Excitement is whatever, but if you promise these things to people, you can't take them away after the promise is gone. Like, that kills all of the hype and everything around it, right? They had a similar issue, it feels like, with Doctor Who, where maybe the licensing or maybe even the idea wasn't even necessarily there to put it on Arena, or the infrastructure wasn't there to put it on Arena. So what they ended up doing was just reskinning some of the cards and really just giving you, or reprinting them, not so much reskinning them, and then giving you card backs or, you know, various other like avatars and things like that that may give you that feel, even though you don't get the chance to play with those cards that you can play with in paper. And I understand, but think of the mindset, right? They've now given us something, and now they've kind of taken it away. And I know a lot of people are very against the Universes Beyond stuff and the additional goofy secret layers that, you know, also aren't on Arena, but there's not a specific secret layer that isn't. They all aren't, right? And they promise us this whole thing. And like I said, I was in favor of it. The Universes Beyond, and then I started getting a little weary when they start talking about, oh, we're going to start putting it into Standard, and you're going to see these cards in Standard, which are notoriously more expensive and also tend to be powerful too. And now they're saying, hey, Spider-Man, you're not going to get those. Well, you'll get them, but it'll be we had to commission completely different artwork and a completely different, I guess, marketing team is probably who would be in charge of naming the cards, mixed with the design team. But still, I don't know. I think this is one of the cracks that Wizards either didn't anticipate or thought that they could get over, but now you've opened up a can of worms, and I don't know, it's just a bad taste in my mouth. And yeah, we'll see where it goes, and we'll see what ends up coming out of it. But tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm blowing this way out of proportion. But ultimately, I think this is one of the downsides of the model that they've decided to do, starting with Final Fantasy. And the fact that we're having issues so soon into this new tested model, that's no good. That's no good. So we'll see what they end up naming Spider-Man in their reskinned, reprinted version of Spider-Man. But until then, I don't know. You still have me skeptical on this Universe Beyond within Standard. So, till next time, be cool, be happy, do what makes you happy, and I will catch everybody later. Peace.